Meet Jeremy Polonen, the new illustrator extraordinaire of our upcoming book, Hooray, Peter, You Did It! We caught up with him in magical Lake Bled, Slovenia, to discuss some of its ins and outs of a book all about children's firsts. We sat down to have some cake and coffee to ask him a few questions, like, what was your favorite first?
I think my first was actually the first step. That's actually the first page that we did, and the whole process was amazing. It was one of the harder pages to do because it was my first page with Hooray Studios, so we were finding our footing.
I also asked him about how he approaches illustrating for children's books.
I like to make sure that an adult can enjoy the illustrations just as much as the child, because I want my illustrations to be able to remind the parent of what it was like to be that child with that imagination.
Enough coffee and cake. As we made our way along on a hike that was way more difficult than it looked, we also discussed some of the sidekicks that'll be accompanying your child as they have these first experiences.
Jeremy and Adam, roughing it in the woods.
Just check out the shoes. I was obviously less prepared than Jeremy. I was wiped out, exhausted, spent, but the results?
How are you doing, Adam?
Exhausted, but it was worth it, man. Look at this.
It was definitely worth the hike.
First, I was introduced to Maximilius Monolouche, a curious alien on our perpetual vacation here on Earth. I also got to meet Rascal the Raccoon, the life of the party and a prankster with a heart of gold. But the majestic scenery, the idyllic location, it inspired Jeremy, so he sat down to sketch out a scene from another character's backstory. After sketching for quite a while, we decided to head back down to the lake, and we cannot say that the hike was without incident. Ouch.
Are you serious? Thanks, Hooray Heroes.
I decided, in order to spare my aching joints, on a more relaxing way to continue.
Yeah, not my usual setting for doing illustration work, but I might be able to adjust to it.
Yeah, I thought so.
We paddled out to the center of the lake where Jeremy introduced Mrs. Hootwit, the highly educated owl, and Fairy Star, eager, precocious, and a bit flatulent. The final touches on this drawing of our next sidekick rowing his boat back home, and...
So, last but not least, Jeremy, we've got the final of the 5 sidekicks. This sprightly young figure here, who is this?
This is Mighty Knighty, and the reason why we're here today is because this is actually Mighty Knighty's home. This is where he comes from, and this is where his story originates as a character. Well, Mighty Knighty is definitely the most courageous out of all the bunch, although he's also the quickest to be scared. He doesn't let that get in his way of trying to help whoever he needs to
Okay,
help.
so he's like a big, brave, fraidy cat.
Yes, he's the type that would battle a dragon, but stop to smell the flowers along the way.
Okay.
as we made our way back to the shore, it became incredibly clear to both of us. This book will be magic. How could it not be? Jeremy brings so much to Hooray Heroes, and we're really looking forward to everyone getting to see just how magical Hooray Peter, You Did It truly is.